Welcome to the Calgary Board of Education's presentation for undergraduate students at the University of Regina. For the 2020-2021 school year, the CBE Staffing Consultant Team consists of Melanie Clark, Heather Goodman, Rishma Haji, and Doug Swift. As one of the largest school districts in Canada, we have over 8,000 teachers working for us. As part of that, we have 1,000 to 1,600 active substitute teachers at any one given time. Many of them move into contracts through the year, so we are constantly hiring new teachers for our sub-roster all year long. This slide illustrates growth at the Calgary Board of Education. You can see since May 2020, we have hired over 400 teachers, while only about 250 teachers have retired or resigned. This indication shows us that we are continually hiring new folks for the CBE. As an undergraduate looking for organizations with whom to work, it is important to check out their websites, looking for important information about the values, the mission, and the goals of the organization. At the Calgary Board of Education, we believe in every student, every day, no exceptions. On our website, you will find a variety of information that will help to illustrate that students come first. We believe that learning is our central purpose, and we also have a strong belief that public education serves the common good. Our organization has a 3-year education plan with a few important priorities. We are always looking to improve around our literacy strategy, our mathematics strategy, an Indigenous education strategy, and a high school success strategy. Each person at the Calgary Board of Education is expected and encouraged to work towards these goals for ever-increasing student success. We have many needs at the CBE for teachers. Ultimately, we are looking for outstanding K-12 teachers to work with students to support student success. On your screen, you can see some of the main areas where we look even deeper for talents in the areas of languages, Indigenous education, special education. We also look for people with career and technology backgrounds, music and band backgrounds, secondary sciences, pre-engineering, and physical education are also areas where we often require extra need. Sometimes, in these high-need areas, we hire teachers to what we call a FIT contract, a full-year temporary teacher. In these events, we look for teachers with very specific skill sets, and we offer them a full-year paid contract to come and work at the Calgary Board of Education. Ask any of the consultants for more information regarding a FIT contract. We would like you to start your career with us at the CBE. There are some great benefits from being part of a large and diverse system. Many of you may have grown up in the Calgary Board of Education and seen this firsthand. We are a leading-edge educational institution, and we do attract world-class educators and researchers from all over the world. We offer more breadth and depth than many other organizations. One of our main goals in our 3-year development plans are to build professional capital through varied and extended PD and PLC work. Come and serve the common good in Calgary with the 3rd largest school district in Canada at the CBE. You might be wondering how your teaching certification works for Alberta. Upon completion of your teaching certificate from your province, the next thing you need to do is visit the Alberta Education website. You see the link below. Under the Canadian Free Trade Agreement, teachers who hold a valid teaching certificate from another Canadian jurisdiction are eligible for certification in Alberta without requiring additional training or examination. Now, you want to make sure that you connect with them early and let them know where you're coming from with what certification, so they can help you transition to ensure you receive an Alberta teaching certification. Perhaps the most often asked question is, how do I apply for a job to be a teacher with the Calgary Board of Education? In your case, you will be looking on our website in the careers area for the Teacher Spring 2021 Alberta Grads job posting. This posting is open currently if you were to go and visit there now, and you would see a chance to register for our website and then apply for the position. When you apply, please just apply once to the Teacher Spring 2021 Alberta Grads posting. You will see many other job postings there, but this is the one we would like to have you apply to. Please don't delay your application process. We realize that you may not be finished your final practicum or have all of the documentation in place by the time you're starting to apply in mid-January. Please remember that you can add these elements afterwards. We do move ahead with partially completed applications for new graduates to help to complete the process in a timely way. At the end of the presentation, you will see contact information for all of the staffing consultants. Please know that we work very closely with your practicum advisors to ensure you have the information you need to complete a successful application. Please reach out to them or reach out to us directly to make sure you have everything you need. In order to complete a successful application with the CBE, you are required to have all of the documentation you see in front of you uploaded to our website. It may come in bits and pieces as you're not quite finished with your practicums yet, and that is fine. As we said earlier, please apply early with what you do have. We can do interviews, but we will not make final decisions about offering positions until all of the documentation has been accounted for. Please take a few moments to look at the advice we have around creating a cover letter and a resume. There is specific information we like to read to help us understand who you are as a teacher. Think of the question, why should the CBE select you instead of other candidates? Also, we suggest it's important to spell check. Have a peer review the information that you're submitting before you submit it. Look for legibility, grammar, and content. We do pay particular attention to it, and it does matter. Reference letters are also a very important part of your application. Please have a look at the slide to see from whom we are looking for appropriate references. Please remember that if your references are also writing you an evaluation, that it's important in the reference letter itself, not just to cut and paste. We can read that information in the evaluation report. We would like a summary or other information related to your teaching in the reference letters. If you need to, you can have one of your reference letters be from outside of your practicum experience. There are some examples on the screen. One thing that may be different from other jurisdictions that you're applying to is the way that we hire teachers to the Calgary Board of Education. We do hire all teachers to our substitute roster to begin. We do not hire to specific school positions. This is left to principals. Once you are part of our organization on our substitute roster, you will be available to be interviewed and hired at various schools. Please note that the job posting for you will appear in mid-January, as we already mentioned, and that we will be looking to select candidates in the late winter or early spring. It is important that you have a current police information check, including the vulnerable sector check requirement. Please note that no third-party checks are accepted. We will only accept a check from your local police enforcement or an RCMP detachment. And once you are hired with the Calgary Board of Education, you can begin subbing once we have all the documentation in place. So what do you need to know about our interview process? We don't necessarily interview all applicants, but we try very hard to interview new applicants from universities across Canada. We will send you written notification via email to let you know of the time and date of your interview. Your interview will occur with one of our 4 staffing consultants. Please know that we do use Microsoft Teams to conduct our interviews. you'll want to make sure in advance of your interview that you have Microsoft Teams installed and working effectively. Our interview is a standard pre-screening interview. It works on various themes in teaching and learning. The best way to prepare for this interview will be for you to be yourself. Think of using examples from your current practicums or your past practicums to paint a picture of who you are as a teacher for your interviewer. Final hiring decisions will be made once all of your documentation is in and has been reviewed. Offers will be sent via email. Please know that a key component of the CBE's 3-year education plan is building capacity for all of our staff. As a new teacher with the Calgary Board, you will have access to many resources and people to guide you as you begin your journey with the CBE. Our Employee Contact Center is set up to offer answers to any questions you might have about your employment. The Alberta Teachers Association is also set up to support all teachers with their needs.
There are times when you might feel aimless and can't see the places where you belong, but you will find that there is a purpose. It's been there within you all along, and when you're near it, you can almost hear it. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies in each one of us. Oh, it's glorious, and you will know how to let it ring out as you discover who you are. Others around you will start to wake up to the sounds that are in their hearts. It's so amazing what we're all creating. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies in each one of us. Oh, it's glorious. One of us. Oh, it's glorious. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies in each one of us. Oh
Our consultant team is best notified by email. On the screen, you will see our email addresses. Please feel free to contact us if you have questions related to your application.